Hello everybody, my name is Leanne Duprat, and I'd like to start out by saying that I am a medium. I say that I'm a medium because that is where I identify most. Being a medium, I pick up on those who have passed over. I can communicate with them in some way. I could even communicate with those who are near death and be able to go with it. For instance, I was a caregiver for a while, and one of the clients I had was near death's door, and she was a very strong woman and defied hospice's rules of, they step in when needed. Well, they stepped in before and she got better, but this time she was done. She was done. And I was there to visit her, and she communicated to me in her way, telepathically, between her mind and my mind. She said, that she was ready to go. She was just waiting for her granddaughter to come home so that she can go. And that's exactly what happened. And I was blown away. Now, talking to the dead has been something I've been able to do my whole life, but it was not totally developed because when I was 5 years old, I had a seizure that lasted over 45 minutes. My lips went blue, and felt like a near-death experience. And I later had another one when I was 10, where I lost the ability to breathe, and I can see my life flashing before my eyes. So those things happened to me, and like my grandmother, my dad's mom, I was full of anxiety and depression and all that kind of as a result of what I went through. So my gifts were blocked. It wasn't until I was 41 years old that it finally came out that I had to work on meditation, and I needed to calm my brain down, and be able to accept it. And when I did, it was very exciting. I'll never forget, I was laying in bed, and I just relaxed. My whole body just went through and just let my whole body relax. And then it was as if somebody came around and just squeezed my hand like that, and I opened my eyes, and there I saw a black cat walking in front of me. Now, we had a black cat when I used to live at home. It was my cousin's cat, but we grew so attached to it that we kept it. And then I felt the sensation of a dog named Sparky who was settling down in between my legs. Now, when he was alive, that's exactly what he would do. He would settle down between my legs, so if I had to roll over, I had to physically pull my leg out one side, get it out the other side, turn over, put them back in, and be comfortable then. And it was, those were fun nights. Yeah. And then the last image, and it looked like it was just the head of this animal. And I'm looking, and it was like a close-up version of just this animal's face. And I heard, "Don't you recognize me? I'm Ginger." Now, Ginger was the first dog that we ever had as a family. And she was super smart. She would lay on the couch, and if somebody was coming downstairs, she knew by the way that they walked if it was my grandmother or not, because everybody else, she'd stay on that couch. But as soon as grandma's walk came by, whoosh, jumped right off and onto the floor. No questions asked. She didn't want to get in trouble, so she knew what to do. And there's a picture of me sleeping on the floor while Ginger was sleeping on the couch. Very, very cherished picture. In fact, I think I need to go look that out. Look for that one, because that was fun times. Now, being a medium means I'm also psychic. And being psychic is very cool because you can see things that are coming. Like, for instance, I had a young girl who when she was around 4th, 5th grade, she was struggling with math, so I used to tutor her. And later in life, she came to me and wanted to do a reading, and she asked if she saw any children in her future, because her and her husband were trying really hard to have children. And I saw 2 little rugrats moving around their feet. So yeah, not only did I see 1, but I saw 2. So they were going to have twins. And later on, when she told me she was pregnant, she also told me she was having twins. And I just was beside myself. And I have to say, being a psychic is cool, and I do enjoy doing psychic readings, but not as much as I do feel confident and comfortable with doing medium readings. Medium readings, you are helping connect people to those who have passed so that they can work through something. Psychic readings, some people, the energy that it invites is people who just desperately want to hear one thing. Like they want to hear that they're going to get back together with somebody, or they want to know what kind of job they're going to get, or what their love life was going to be like. And I will tell them what I'm picking up, but sometimes based on decisions that they make, it can change. And sometimes those people who obsess about others, they'll get them. You know, that person will become part of their life, but it's not necessarily always a good thing. So you have to be very careful what you wish for, what you want, because sometimes it'll happen and it won't be what you really wanted it to be. It'll be something totally different. Now, when I do readings, I am clairvoyant, which means clear seeing, where I can see what is happening in a situation. I could, and I'm reading it from my website here, I can see people as they want to appear in life, as they wanted to appear. So, for instance, somebody saying their grandmother, and I see a young woman. Well, her grandmother felt more comfortable the way she did when she was younger. I'm showed various images related to what they're trying to say. So I'll get a quick glimpse of something, and I'll just ask, um, you know, I'm seeing this. What does that mean to you? Does that mean anything special to you? You know, yes, I ask a lot of questions because I'm trying to interpret what I'm seeing. Now, I'm also what you call clairsentient, which is clear feeling. And from that, that is where you pick up, you you feel the sensations of what they went through, like having trouble breathing tells me that at some point in their life they had issues with breathing. It could have been asthma, it could have been oxygen masks that they needed to wear towards the end of life, a whole bunch of things. I also can feel their emotions because I'm empathic. So I can feel what they with all that, and it's the strongest one I have. But I also am clairaudient, which means I can hear. Like I don't hear conversations like that, like she's this way and that's how it is. Tell her this, tell her that, or tell him that, tell him this. No. For me, it's like quick. You know, I might hear the word purple. Like, for instance, I went to a wake for one of my friend's sisters. And I was getting ready for the day, and I was wondering, what do I wear? And I heard the word purple. And I was like, okay. So I proceeded to choose a purple shirt, went, and at the end of the wake, I asked my friend, what's the significance of purple in your sister? That was her favorite color. I was being told that purple was her sister's favorite color, and that was fascinating. I didn't see that coming. And also, I'm claircognizant, which is clear knowing, which is basically knowing something's going to happen without being able to explain it to others. For instance, I did a psychic party years ago, and one of the hosts of the party, her husband was very sickly. His kidneys were shutting down, his liver was shutting down, a lot of different things were going wrong for him. And she looked at me when it was her turn. She looked at me and was like, well, what do you see for my husband? How long do you see him living? And I was picking up no bad vibes at all. In fact, I felt nothing. And I just looked at her and I said, you know what? I think you're going to be surprised at how long he's going to live. And that was, I left it at that. Well, 6 months went by. A year went by. Now we're at probably about 4 or 5 years, and he's still alive. He's still sick, but he's still alive. And 5 years to someone who had no idea when it was going to happen, well, I hope that that brought her strength and that she feels good about having her husband with her still. Because I know that she did not want to lose him, because she lost her first husband to the similar thing, and she did not want to have to lose her second husband to that too. So someone is smiling down on her, and he's staying alive. Yes, it's not the best quality of life because I believe he's on dialysis, but at the same time, it's a comfort for the family. Now, I'm going to leave you there because I have so many other ideas of what I want to do and say, but I think it's best left where I'm leaving it, because now you know more of who I am. You know more of what I can do. And yes, I hope that I hear from a lot of you. And I'm going to let you know how to connect with me. First off, if you want a reading, my secretary Patty's phone number is 203-376-6458. You can call her to set up an appointment. Preferably, please wait till next year, so 2022, because I am still recovering from a long time with no sleep. Also, you can contact her with our email, my email, which is leanette223@gmail.com. That's Leanette, LEANNETTE223@gmail.com. So, call, text. I'm here for you for a reading. If you want one, I'll be here. My secretary will set one up with you. And if not, that's okay too. Thanks for watching my video. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I'm sure you will. Bye-bye.